We are celebrating Black Girl Magic. We are talking about the honorees. We are talking about the fashions and our favorite moments of the night, plus the Aretha Franklin tribute. It's all coming up right here on the After Show.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Why does everybody like do this?
I don't even know if that's the actual name. Everybody just does a little like shimmy.
Yes.
The little shimmy. Just a little bit.
All respect to the queen, man.
Yes, R.I.P.
Yes. True Black Girl Magic right there.
Right.
Trailblazer.
Yes.
Hey guys, how are you? I hope you guys checked out BET's special of Black Girls Rock Awards.
Yes.
We are here to cover the event tonight. I am Lmarie, and I have with me...
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl, Chellz Yvette.
And I'm Monique Loveless.
Yeah, so like I said, we're going to talk about the honorees and some of our best moments from the night, the fashions.
Yes,
of course.
my favorite part.
That's always the topic.
And I must say, you know what, guys? This is actually my first year watching the show.
Mine too.
I didn't
Mine
watch.
too.
Okay, and apparently when I went on BET.com, it's been going on for like 5 years.
Yeah, I've known about it.
Yeah,
and I
never
would catch
watched
like the
it.
clips and things like that, but I hadn't watched a full
2 years
show.
ago, I was actually on the red carpet for it. But then, this was the first year that I actually watched it.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I'm actually going to watch it next year.
Yeah, I was like, why was
and now I start thinking like, okay, how much stuff did I miss? 'Cause
Yeah.
there were some really like cool
I
people
feel like
there
it
that
was like it
used.
came on in like an awkward time, or maybe it wasn't promoted a lot.
I don't think they're promoted a lot. And I think it's one of those shows that is very not glitz and glamour. It's more about the empowerment than anything. So I don't think they promote it as much as they do like the BET Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of those shows that it seemed like it was a private event that they just made public now.
Right.
Right.
Celebrating people like in the community and the
Right.
entertainment, and now it's like, okay, let's go public with it.
Yeah.
Right,
That's what it gave me.
So yeah.
But let's go ahead and talk about the honorees. So I'm just going to list everyone that was honored, and then we can kind of go into a little more detail about them. So we have Naomi Campbell, and she was given the Black Girl Magic Award. That's what hers was. We have Miss Janet Jackson, who was given the Rockstar Award. Judith Jameson, who was given the Living Legend Award. And Lena Waithe. That's how y'all pronounce her last name? Okay. Because I feel like I always say it wrong.
Yes.
She got the Shot Caller Award. And then we have Miss Mary J. Blige, who has the Star Power Award.
Favorite.
Yes. And Tarana Burke, who has the Community Change Agents Award.
Nice.
Because she started the whole Me Too movement.
Yes.
Which is
It was a big
very
deal.
much so needed.
It was a big deal.
Yes. Who do you guys want to start with? Like, who was your favorite?
My favorite honoree of the night was Mary J. Blige. Just because, number one, I loved when Felicia Rashad actually was the one who presented her with the award. And
That was a great moment.
It was a great moment for me. And it was a great moment to watch because we've watched Mary J. Blige through the years. And especially this year with the whole divorce happening, and it's been public and it's been really nasty. It's been really crazy for her. So to receive the award that she won, I feel like it's well needed. And even her speech was amazing because she talked about everything that she's been through. And kind of, even she said that she just now got to the point where she feel like she is a Black girl that rocks. And it's like, Mary, what?
She did.
Yeah.
She did.
It's like, what? You were the like Felicia Rashad did the breakup anthem, the relationship anthem. No
She's had
party in this dancery.
Yeah. She's had an amazing career. They had listed and named some things after they had honored her about like her Grammys and her awards and stuff like that. And I thought it was just I really loved that moment because with Felicia Rashad being such one of those down to earth but real people all the time, her presenting Mary J, who's always real in her music, was such a moment for me.
You know what I always say about Mary J though? I don't know, and I just hope it changes throughout the years, and I could be wrong with this opinion. She just never seems like genuinely happy to me though. She always I've never seen her a moment where it's just like,
but
I think she's taking it. But I also think she's like taking in a lot. And like she said, like she's just now getting to a point. So maybe probably in the past she wasn't. Yeah. And just trying to put on like whatever brave face she needed to put on because the show must go on. But she may have been in a space where like I don't really want to do all this smiling or you know what I mean, really receive all this goodness.
She could be introverted too. And introverted people, they're not unhappy. They're just like, I don't
or she could just be a hood chick who is just like, I got celebrity fame. I ain't got a smile for y'all.
Right.
Or I ain't got a smile for y'all, but y'all know who I am. Hey, it's
you know
Mary.
what it is.
Y'all gonna get
what I'm saying? Yeah. Because when she start doing her little dance, she be smiling.
She does. That's like her happy place, probably.
That's her. That's her little dance.
She even said, she's like, I just make the dances up. And I think
Right.
she just goes to a place and it just whatever comes
The
out.
kick comes out and everything. Y'all be ready for the Mary dances.
But no, I am happy for her though. She deserves this award.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe that, and I loved that moment too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna say my favorite honoree was Tarana Burke, the community change agent is what she received. That was like my favorite moment, just because she deserved it. You know, you know, they had this big debacle about Jessica Alba putting up the hashtag Me Too, and then everybody started following it. But it was her who started it. Her who was like, I'm gonna come forward for myself because I'm having, you know, trouble for myself, and I'm feeling like other people should too. So with that being said, I definitely feel as though that was a really good award.
Because she got outshined when Jessica Alba came front. Nobody
She did.
It was like, what? No, hold on.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit of what Me Too was about as well, because it was about, you know, women getting the respect that they deserve, but also Black women, because sometimes we can try to speak up about our injustice or things that may have happened to us, but it kind of gets swept under the rug because no one really wants to pay attention.
Or you come off aggressive, like what happened with Serena.
Yes.
You
But
come
not
off
even
meltdown.
Yeah, but and that is all great. But the biggest thing was the Me Too moment even started the whole Harvey Weinstein stuff.
Yeah.
The calling out these big time people who were who were abusing their powers basically, and she was not recognized. They gave recognition to somebody else. So with that being said, it was just, you know,
It was her time to be acknowledged and awarded.
And like some of the things that she said, I should have wrote down one of her quotes. But she was saying like the things that we do that are made for us, even though other people want to use it, that doesn't mean like they're not taking it from us. We can still own our things, whether it's culture, whether it's our voice, you know, because like you said, or it may come off aggressive. I'm not being aggressive. I am just speaking my piece. Anyone else speaks their piece, it's not a problem. Why is it a problem for me?
Right. And I loved her speech. I loved the moment that she had. I really was appreciative for that, because her moment in the moment, her moment was stolen. And I feel like that happens to us as Black girls a lot. Like, it's something to be talked about. It happens to us a lot. And they, just like when is her name Debbie or whatever, she got up there and said we're going to do the Aretha tribute, right? Yes. They did Tarana Burke's tribute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they did.
Yes.
And mine was Lena, because I'm from Chicago and she's from Chicago. And so I just love her.
Her speech was so inspiring.
Her speech was amazing, and I know she speaks out for a lot of the people in the LGBT community, but just also her just being a young Black woman and being, you know, from the South Side of Chicago. It's hard, especially if you want to be a creative. It is hard to try. My emotions getting to me a little bit.
Oh,
it's
you better cry, girl.
But it's hard to do that in that environment when everyone wants to tell you to get a regular job, do this and do that. I'll touch more on that like when we go to our quotes, or we can start the quotes now, I guess. Let's just go ahead and start the quotes now.
Since you already
right, I'm already kind of there.
Yeah, you already talking about your Lena quote. Honey.
So, because like I said, in that environment, it's hard because everyone in your family may be trying to push you to get a regular job. You know what I mean? When it's like you're trying to follow your dreams, it's already hard to follow your dream, but then you don't really have support. It makes it even harder. So with one of my favorite quotes, and then we'll go back around the table. So Lena said, I want you to get free of your narrative. See, sometimes we're used to things being bad all the time, that when good things come, we can't embrace it. If you're constantly looking for the other shoe to drop, it will. And that's kind of the mentality you get in when it's tough. Like, well, maybe it won't happen. This won't happen. Like, it's just like positive thinking and positive reinforcement. You have to think positive and bring that good energy to you, because if you don't, you'll bring the negative energy.
It's
Right.
And something that may not have happened, but it happened because you're constantly thinking about it and bringing that
energy.
to you.
Yeah.
So you have to, like she said, change the narrative.
Yeah.
You know, positive thinking, believe in yourself, believe in your craft.
Right.
And just believe in everything that you're doing.
Yeah,
So,
I liked her speech. It was about freeing yourself.
Yeah.
Like the first word said, you know, free yourself of your narrative. So her speech was very touching. Hers, and like I said, Tarana Burke's speech was very hers was very touching too. But yeah, her, you know, her. Am I the only one who caught what she had? Was that a lipstick?
I think it was lipstick.
Because Ava had gave her a hug and a kiss.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then right there, it was bothering
It was
me. I said, how come someone didn't just like come up and just
dab or
Yeah.
something? And I think she tried to wipe it. I think she tried to wipe it
and
and
smeared it
yeah.
more?
Yeah, it was
like, that's what she's doing in this
Yeah,
photo. She's
it
trying to
was-
wipe it.
right. It was distracting from all the good stuff she was saying. I mean, I'm just saying. I had to throw that out there because I was a little distracted, and I was like, "Damn, she's saying some really good stuff right now." But
that lipstick.
that Mark is just throwing it off.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I was gonna go back around the table. So, what were you guys' favorite quotes from that night or from
You
your
want me to go?
honoree?
She looked at me. I was ready for her to
You
answer.
already have it up.
Mine?
Actually, well,
Yours is next.
Okay, so Mary J. Blige was one of my favorite quotes because it was about unity and empowerment at the same time. So she said, "We share in struggle and even better in triumphs. This is our time." And I truly believe that because this is really our time. Every time you turn on the television, it's us. It's Issa Rae. It's Ava. It's Black Girls Rock. Like, we are really Serena. You know, we are really dominating the fields that we want to be in, but yet there is a struggle. So we share in that same struggle that we all can understand. Lena, we all can relate to Serena because the minute, even is it
Tarana Burke.
Tarana Burke. We get outshadowed sometimes, and it is a struggle for us to use our voice and use our platforms and stand for things. But then, like Mary said, we also share in triumphs. And like this, really, if it's not a time, it's now. And the crazy thing about it is, I was just thinking about this. Right now, so much Black excellence is going on, but so many social injustice at the same time. So we take one step forward, and it's like two steps back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like we're
Yes.
celebrating everything in entertainment, but then yet, you know, a police officer is able to walk in an apartment and kill somebody. It's just like, you know, it's just a terrible thing.
Right, right.
But I love Mary J. and I love that quote. Because
It
I'm
is.
sharing unity.
That is a good point. But just piggyback off of that a little bit, like we said, like we are coming along and moving past all of the things that we've been through in the past as far as entertainment is concerned, and it's a good thing. And we talk about representation, and that matters, and we want to see us in, you know, the director's chair, in front of the camera, behind the camera, wherever. But let's also start to, in a way, glamorize the positions of senators or and governors and mayors and you know what I mean, council people, because we're starting to grow there too. You know, we had some great wins over the weekend or about a week or two ago in Florida. Believe it was in Boston.
And the lady, I can't think of her name right now.
I know her name escapes me as well, but victory's there. So you know what I mean? Like we need to put it into the next generation coming up. Like this is a cool thing too, because you can really make change. And I think in arts you can also make change there as well. But I think we need to kind of put the same amount of energy we put into artists into politicians
and voting.
Yes,
voting
and voting,
which was a great moment that Michelle came on and talked about. Yeah, that was, I like that too. That was really good. But my favorite quote was from Naomi Campbell. And she said, "We've got to make sure all Black women are empowered and that we all own our own magic." And I feel like that was such a great quote, because it's like, let's empower each other, but also while you're empowering others, remember to take care of yourself too. Remember to remember your own magic, because we tend to do that a lot. We forget about ourselves a lot. Especially as Black women, we forget about ourselves a lot.
It does happen a lot.
Yeah, and I loved everything about that quote, because it just embodied all of that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Sure. I definitely agree with that as well. Let's get into a lighter side, because we had a lot of performances, tributes and everything. We'll save the tribute for last. But So
how they did it right.
Exactly.
I got something in my eyes so bad.
But because Fantasia was separate, she wasn't a part of the tribute. So I'm going to talk about Fantasia for a little bit. I love Fantasia, and I think she has a wonderful voice. And I know a lot of people talk about her screaming thing, and I felt like she just overdid it on this one. She did well at the funeral. I thought, like, I was like, yes, honey, I caught the spirit and everything during her while she was singing at the funeral. But the other night, I was just like, this is a little bit too much screaming. Fantasia, sing. You have a voice.
So the screaming doesn't bother me. All that lip that bothers my soul. Why do you have to do that? Why does your lip have to quiver and your chin? I've never seen anything like that before. And I've seen the
vocals come out better.
I seen a tweet and I forgot to submit it so we can talk about it. But someone had a video of her singing and it said this is the actual video of Aretha Franklin's soul leaving Fantasia's body because she came down with the dramatics and. Like I was just like, sis, like you're amazing. You look great.
She looked amazing.
Her voice is amazing, but all that was happening. And then she got a blow and look, everything is just like dramatic.
Like you are right now. She got into you now.
That's how. You see how dramatic I was?
I know the energy came.
Could you imagine watching that?
She is very dramatic. I thought. Both her dramatics and her screaming. Like,
I will, yes, her
because this one it was more screaming than singing to me.
Yes.
I was like, you gonna hit a note or no?
You know what? Right. I always feel that way about Fantasia. I always feel like I cannot listen to her because she screams too much for me, and I don't understand anything she's saying. All I heard was R-E-S-P-C-T, and I was like, okay, good.
No, all I heard was R-E-S. Sorry, iTuners. I'm sorry.
But my thing is like she looked fantastic. She looked great. Good. Everything about her look, and you know what? That's taken a long time to get there too. But everything about her looked great, and she just went into this. I don't know. She caught the spirit. I think she be catching the spirit.
Maybe that's what it is.
Because when she walked off, she was still doing her tongue.
She was.
But it was too much screaming for me.
Start anointing people in the audience, pulling out oil, and just start dabbing it on people, praying for people, laying people down. She was an altar worker. She was an altar worker. That's what I felt like she was doing.
Yeah, it was overperformed. It was too screamy.
Yeah,
screamy is a good word. Hashtag screamy.
What performance did you like besides the tributes?
Oh, mine was Tamia. I thought Tamia looked beautiful. I always think that Tamia has such an amazing voice, her stage presence, her poise. I just really love Tamia. She's one of those people that I felt like didn't get as much recognition as she should or even could, but she still tried her best to stay like relevant. And I'm really happy that they gave her a platform to perform on because I think she really did an amazing job.
No, Tamia is dope. I loved her. Because I didn't know she played the guitar. And she is playing a guitar and singing along to like the little riff that she's doing on the guitar and singing. I was like, oh.
And she wears sweat tracksuits on and everything.
She's just her.
Yeah, she's just her. I loved her and I loved Rhapsody. Like Rhapsody did the poetry on stage and I was just like, oh my gosh. Like this is the epitome of Black culture, and I loved everything about it. So those were my two favorite.
The poem was dope as well.
Yeah, the poem was really good. Her look alongside the poem, and I thought she was actually gonna rap, but I'm really happy that she came out and just did spoken word. Like she did an amazing job. She looked great too.
She did. She looked amazing.
Let's go into our looks. So we all have our top three. Our top three favorite looks of the night. So we will get into those. We'll see. We have Miss Jazz. Well, we'll see who pops up first.
Who pops up first?
Let's see. Let's kick it off with Ciara.
So I'll go first. My top three looks were Janet Jackson, and she wore Christian Siriano. My second look was Ciara in Balmain, and my third look was Lil Mama, aka Natia Kirkland. Now she's trying to change her whole image.
So confused confused by that. I was like, who is Natia?
Okay. She's trying to change the image, and it looks good. I love her hair, her makeup. The dress was fun. It's from the Ivy showroom. They didn't really give a name of who the designer is, so if we can get that next time, that would be great. But she looked amazing.
Well, I'm actually,
But
she's
now
really,
Natia.
Natia is really pretty. I've always said that with a lot of like, if they polish her and clean her up, I think she always looks really great.
Yeah,
the right
because
team get the right looks together.
Yeah, she's got a very androgynous face. So with that,
It's very androgynous.
yes, it's a very strong androgynous face. But she did her team is doing well now.
Yeah.
They doing Natia right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just quickly, my favorite top three looks were Simone Sanders. I really loved her jumpsuit. I felt like it was very fitting with her having a low cut. I feel like I love the off-shoulder look with the red lip. I think it's just perfect for her. It suits her very well, really compliments her. My second person was Naturi Nelton. I think that hot pink just pops on her skin and her melanin. I think it really suited her well. Her makeup really matched the look as well. I wasn't too fond of her hair though.
Yeah, that's too much
I feel
hair.
like hair was too much.
That hair was
if they would
not
have gave
good.
her like a top knot at the top or just like a bun, I think that would have been perfect.
Yeah,
but that
something
was
to add
who
volume
her
to the
bodysuit
top.
is by? Because I kind
No.
of felt like it just came from the Nordstrom rack.
okay. The next one.
Okay.
My last one is Jasmine Sullivan. I really loved it. I think she looks amazing. I think this complimented her well. She was sparkling and glittering all over the place. And I love this bob cut look on her. I
Yes.
felt that this look was very complimenting to her size as
It
well. And
was.
those shoes were very, very
That
long.
robe dress, it was
Yeah.
in sequence.
Yeah.
This was the best I think I've
love
seen
that look.
Jasmine Sullivan look in a really long
It was
time.
Yeah.
like a Camacho like together or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
It's
don't
cute.
know.
It's cute though.
Yeah,
She looked
this
great.
is a style she needs to kind of
Yeah.
stick with.
My three looks. Well, Monique and I kind of had a few of the same looks. So
Yes.
I'll start with the one that was different with Ledisi. I really liked her dress. We were almost there.
Yeah, we passed it.
Yeah, in the black dress.
Right there.
Right there. So it's just like this, her silhouette. And that's a natural body inside of a dress like that. And it's one
Yes.
of those dresses where it's just a black dress. It seems very simple, but like the mermaid style, I just think it's very beautiful.
I
Yeah.
love
The
mermaids.
body, yeah,
I
the
love
top of
mermaids.
it, the way
Yeah,
that it
and then
curves
she
is
kept
just
it very classic.
very classic.
And her hair was short, so that was
Yeah,
I love it.
A really good look. And then this was what she wore during the tribute. So that's another thing too. You want to look classy and respectful while you're doing something like that.
Right. While you're doing that special
While you're that
tribute.
special
Okay.
tribute. Okay. So the other looks were Janet Jackson. So I kind of have the same. I just loved it. It's like
Yes.
princess, but like badass princess, like Miss
Like
Miss Jackson, if
edgy,
you're nasty, princess.
right,
Like,
That hair
Right.
made me
I
mad.
just-
I didn't like it.
I loved it.
I
loved it.
was on the fence about it, but I liked the dress so much that I let the hair slide.
The hair was very it brings that very like runway feel, and I felt like with this type of artsy, like you can go artsy with this this red
It's
carpet.
very avant-garde.
You can go artsy with this red carpet and kind of do whatever you want. So I like that she went all out, but then her hair was very
And I don't know if this was on purpose because I saw on social media, and that doesn't mean like it's true, but it's the internet. It's got to be true. No, but there were a lot of comparisons to some African hairstyles that were similar to that. So it's like, well, maybe she pulled inspiration
she
from
did
that.
a Beyonce.
Probably.
Yeah,
So.
maybe.
Probably so.
And then my other look was Lil Mama, like we just talked about her before. So
Natia.
Natia, excuse me.
It was such a fun
Natia.
look. It was just fun.
Right, it's
It
fun.
was.
It's fun. It's refreshing.
Her makeup looked
She
great.
looks
Her
nice.
hair looked great. She
Yeah.
did a simple shoe and she
Right.
snatched the waist. Like, you know, it was really good.
Because the old Lil Mama would have had on Forces. So I'm
For
just
real.
glad.
This is a grown woman.
yeah.
Lil Mama.
Lil Mama would have had on Air Force Ones.
Lil
on this
grown Lil
carpet.
Mama.
Yeah, that's why she's now Natia.
Yeah,
but
with some
she's
pink pants.
evolved.
Checking his jacket.
Some pink pants. Fun
With
fact,
a
real
white
quick.
jean jacket. I could just see that. White jean jacket, pink pants, Air Force Ones.
You guys
Oh my
remember
gosh,
her
I
infamous
can't.
moment of jumping on stage with
yes.
Alicia
That's why
Keys and
she's-
Jay-Z. But wait,
Natia.
you know, not too long ago, maybe a few months ago, some footage resurfaced where Beyonce was trying to stop her. Did you guys ever see that?
No.
I'm gonna have to find it. Like Beyonce, like she grabbed at her, and Lil Mama like,
Swatted
girl,
her.
I'm going.
She swatted Beyonce.
And then B is like, like she tried to stop her.
You know, Jay just talked about that too in his little interview.
Really?
He was really upset about that. He was really upset
He
about
tried to stop her. She was like, no, go on, girl.
He was like, listen, he said it in his interview. He was like, just a quick, because we only got a few minutes, but he was just like, listen, you don't do that because I worked really hard. We worked really hard to perform that, to not only perform that, but to bring everything together. We rehearsed, we did all that. And for you to get up there and mess up, he said, and mess up our set because you got hyped. Jay, you know, King Jay was very upset about that. So now she's trying to change her whole little image.
She walked up there with them jean bell bottoms and that twisty drawstring ponytail. This is gross.
Over here on
this gross.
Yeah, she needed to change it up.
Yeah, she's growing. Because she did it to the wrong people.
She did.
Now, if that was Taylor Swift.
But somebody pulled her aside and like, come on, we got to grow up now. We got to get
it.
Yes. And she has.
Yes.
Let's talk about the big closeout of the show.
Yes.
Which was the Aretha Franklin tribute.
Mm-hmm. It was
done
amazing.
right.
It was amazing.
Done right.
They did her
done
right.
Quote unquote, done right.
Done right. Jasmine Sullivan to me was amazing.
She's a powerhouse.
Yes.
Amazing. Like honestly, I haven't listened to her in a while, and I was like, oh, I've been asleep on her lately.
Mm-hmm.
Because
we sleep on her all the time. Because let me tell you, somebody, my ex, he brought this up, and I thought it was great. He was like, you know, Jasmine Sullivan, don't drag me. Jasmine Sullivan is better than Adele.
She's probably the black Adele, I would think.
Yeah.
The problem, what happened with
She
Jasmine
just doesn't
Sullivan,
have the same
she
people.
left us for like 4 years. And
Yeah,
you
that was
can't
a
do
problem.
that.
Yeah,
Oh
that
no,
was a problem.
Adele left for 5,
but she didn't really.
but she still left
get
for
her
5.
stamp. She didn't really make her.
Yeah, and Adele left
her
us
way.
with a body of music for 5
Yeah.
years too. Jasmine Sullivan didn't leave us with that.
That's true.
And then Adele
Yeah,
came
and we
back
got some
with
other differences
Head of.
She did come from the other
Listen.
But yeah, I love the tribute. I really loved it. I think it was amazing. I think she did what she had to do. Her voice is amazing. We're just waiting for her to come back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on.
yes.
Yeah.
She kind of sounds similar to her too.
She sounds beautiful. And she has a beautiful personality.
And she uses her voice.
Yeah, Mary was feeling it. Okay, she even shed a little tear.
Yeah.
I kind of feel
saw
like
that.
of all the performers, she channeled Aretha the most.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yes, she did.
Her
Yeah.
voice almost
did.
sounds identical to Aretha's.
Right.
And her stage presence as well.
Yeah.
They did a great
Yes.
job with that.
Do you
Yeah.
guys think during a tribute like that, it's the job of the artist to bring their own flavor of it, or to honor
No, this is a
I think
tribute.
it's tribute to
and
honor that person.
I think she did that the best. Of
Yeah.
all
I
the-
agree. It's
yeah.
like if you're gonna do a tribute to Michael Jackson, why would you bring your own style on there?
Right, exactly.
Right. No,
and
right.
especially in a situation where the person has passed, because we have tributes where that person is still alive and they're showing that recognition now. Even in that instance, still just honor the honoree.
Unlike
you know?
Madonna. So, you know.
Yeah, don't go
do that.
into like your own story about.
Yeah.
things,
So this was the right tribute. I loved Ledisi too. She was really good. I think her song selection was good for her. I didn't really know those songs, but you know, it was I think she did really good too. She had a very pretty voice. It came out very beautiful. And I loved it. But you know, my favorite part was Stephanie Mills, because she sounds exactly like she did back in that
I was gonna say Miss
day.
Stephanie Mills came out there.
Yes, she really did. I was blown away.
Her
And
voice
shut it
is
down.
so beautiful.
That was a great moment.
It's so pure.
It was. It's such a great moment. It was really great to see her on stage again too.
Yeah.
It was. And she had her little pantsuit that
Yeah,
you keep
she looked great.
Yes.
She looked amazing. She sounded amazing. It was just a beautiful tribute. I felt like Aretha would have been very proud.
I think so too.
that
She was a hard
moment.
critic.
Yeah.
So I think
She
she
was.
Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gown.
Beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns.
I'll pass. I'll pass on that one.
But yes,
I just watched that interview.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna
that
be
was
shady.
great. Yes. But overall, though, the show, I think was wonderful to shed light on women who are making a difference, making an impact in our community, to give a tribute to the woman who made a lot of impact in our community. And I really did not know some of these things until she passed, unfortunately. Like a lot of the things that she did, Aretha Franklin, I'm speaking of, for the civil rights movement and things like that. So hopefully all of us, and you know what? We all have magic. It doesn't only have to be Black girl magic. If we can all come together and just acknowledge each other's differences and love one another.
Right. I agree.
It's space for everybody.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right? You know?
I agree.
It's space for everybody.
Right.
I agree.
But any final thoughts about the show that you guys have?
I loved it, and I'm going to tune in next year.
Yeah, I really liked it. I loved Queen Latifah as the host. I liked that one. That was a good touch.
I almost forgot about that too.
That was a good little touch. She was like good. And I thought it was very empowering. I loved every moment of it.
Very inspired.
The show flowed. I felt like you know, no slow moments to me, in my opinion. Really good show. Same. I will be watching next year.
Classy, sophisticated.
Yes. And all that Black girl magic.
Right.
Thank you guys for watching and checking us out. If you guys want to leave any comments, we will check those out and respond to you guys on the YouTube page. If you're listening on iTunes, thank you. Make sure you give us our 5-star rating, please. I'm Lmarie. You guys can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at Lmarie TV.
And I am Chellz Yvette, and you can follow me at Chellz Yvette on Twitter and Instagram.
And I'm Monique Loveless, and you can follow me everywhere at Miss Mo Loveless, and that's MS Mo Loveless. Also, make sure that you, to find out my favorite and least favorite on the Black Girls Magic Red Carpet, go to my website at www.moniqueloveless.com.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.